The United States is often called a nation of immigrants, but its story began long before European settlement. For thousands of years, Native American nations inhabited North America, building complex societies, cities, trade networks, and civilizations stretching from the Arctic to the Gulf of Mexico. The America that exists today was shaped by indigenous peoples, European settlers, enslaved Africans, and later immigrants from Asia and Latin America. Each group contributed its own traditions, skills, languages, and culture, helping create one of the world's most diverse nations. Native Americans. The first peoples of America were the Native Americans, whose ancestors arrived in North America thousands of years ago. Hundreds of nations flourished, including the Cherokee, Iroquois, Apache, Comanche, Sioux, Navajo, Pueblo, Seminole, and many others. They developed agriculture, diplomacy, engineering, and trade long before European contact. Native American knowledge of farming, geography, and survival proved essential to many early European colonies, and indigenous cultures remain a vital part of American identity today. The Spanish. The earliest Europeans to establish lasting settlements in what is now the United States were the Spanish. Beginning with Juan Ponce de Leon's arrival in Florida in 1513, Spain explored and colonized large parts of present-day Florida, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, and other regions. St. Augustine, founded in 1565, is the oldest continuously occupied European city in the continental United States. Spanish missionaries, soldiers, ranchers, and settlers introduced Catholicism, livestock, horses, architecture, irrigation, and legal traditions that still shape the American Southwest. The English. The English became the dominant colonial population after founding Jamestown in 1607 and Plymouth in 1620. English settlers established representative government, English common law, and the language that became the nation's primary tongue. Many of America's political institutions, including trial by jury and elected assemblies, developed from English traditions. Scots-Irish. The Scots-Irish, descendants of Scottish settlers in Ulster, arrived in large numbers during the 18th century. Settling along the Appalachian frontier, they became known for their independence, military service, and frontier culture. Many fought during the American Revolution and later helped settle Kentucky, Tennessee, and the western frontier. Germans. The Germans became one of America's largest immigrant groups. Beginning in the late 17th century, they settled throughout Pennsylvania, the Midwest, and Texas. German Americans contributed to farming, brewing, engineering, science, education, and manufacturing. Today, they remain one of the country's largest ancestral groups. Irish. The Irish arrived in massive numbers during the Great Famine of the 1840s. Despite widespread discrimination, they helped build canals, railroads, roads, bridges, and cities while serving in police departments, fire services, the military, and politics. Irish Americans eventually became prominent leaders across nearly every field. Italians. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, millions of Italians immigrated to the United States. They found work in construction, mining, manufacturing, and small businesses while creating vibrant communities in cities such as New York, Boston, Philadelphia, and Chicago. Italian Americans made lasting contributions to food, music, business, architecture, science, and public life. Mexicans. Mexicans have played a central role in American history long before modern immigration. Large areas of today's southwestern United States were part of New Spain and later Mexico until the Mexican-American War ended in 1848. Many Mexican families became American citizens without ever leaving their homes after the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. Later waves of immigration supplied essential labor for agriculture, ranching, construction, transportation, and industry. Mexican-American culture has profoundly influenced the cuisine, music, language, traditions, and economy of the United States. Asian Americans. Asian Americans have also helped build modern America. Chinese immigrants were instrumental in constructing the transcontinental railroad, often working under dangerous conditions. Japanese Americans became successful farmers and entrepreneurs, despite facing internment during the Second World War. Filipino, Korean, Vietnamese, and Indian Americans have made enormous contributions in medicine, engineering, business, technology, education, and military. African Americans. No history of the United States would be complete without recognizing the contributions of African Americans. Beginning with the forced arrival of enslaved Africans in 1619, generations endured slavery, segregation, and discrimination while helping build the nation's agricultural and economic foundations. Following emancipation, African Americans transformed American literature, science, music, sports, politics, military service, and the civil rights movement, leaving an immeasurable mark on the nation's history. The United States was not built by one people or one culture. Native Americans laid the earliest foundations. Spanish explorers established the first European settlements. English colonists developed many political institutions. Germans, Irish, Italians, Scots-Irish, Mexicans, Asians, African Americans, and countless other communities contributed their labor, traditions, and ideas.